This time on Backshed, I get sick of doing this shit.
I'm cracking one early today. And I don't mean the shits, I mean beer. Fair dinkum.
So I'll stop being a total tight ass and order me a Hoist. Let's get into it. So that might do us for today. It's pissing rain. I'm over my brand new Hoist. It's beer time. I'm done for the day. I did think I'd give you a quick walk around this XY that's been through the shots. It's super sentimental to me. I've had it since 1998. The colour is actually a 1994 Falcon colour called Everglade Metallic. It is not a GT colour. The car is a Falcon 500 JG23 body number. Originally white. I found traces of white at the back. I've sort of added the stripes and those bits and pieces, the driving lights. Not to try and make it a clone, just because I like them. This was back when they weren't worth a fortune. You can tell it was done back in the 90s because check it. The old center roof aerial. Hasn't got a GT dash or anything. It's just the Falcon 500 dash. Got the old mandatory 1990s sort of monster tack. GT trims. Trim's all good. Carpet's good. Car's very neat, really. Just covered in dust. Just life got in the way. It's all about to change. We're about to give this thing a new motor. Now, it used to go quite well. This 351. It's a C4. It's got a good stall in it. Decent diff gears in it. So I'll show you up front, but it ain't pretty. Over the years, I've taken bits and pieces off it because I always thought I was getting F100s running and things like that, and I thought if I'm going to buy new parts, I'm putting the new parts on the XY. So I did take a distributor out of this thing. I did take an alternator out of this thing and a fuel pump off it. And guess what? Never bothered buying the new parts. Anyway, down the track I did build a new motor. I'll get to that in a second. So that's why this thing is so incomplete now. The carburetor's been taken off. The headers are gone. I did that about 2 years ago. But that's all about to change. As I say, we're getting stuck in now. We're going to get the new motor in there. That will be in a full video shortly. 410 stroker. CHI heads. Made 553 horsepower. At low revs too. We could have went so much harder with it. I got a bit conservative with the cam. Doesn't sound that impressive these days. That's generally when people start putting turbos on it. But this is just a street motor. As I said, I put a street cam in the damn thing. It's flat out at 6,000 RPM. But I had a bit of a senior moment, got conservative, and decided it's just a street car, I won't go too big. But when you're standing in the dyno cell, watching this friggin' thing, you wish you'd put a solid roller and revved it to the moon. Anyway, that'll do us for today. So the hoist is up, finally. Didn't actually take that long. I did a couple of extra things, and the battery went flat on the iPad that I was time-lapsing when we were putting that top bracket in. I tucked it up against the roof so we don't lose any extra lift height, but it's just to hold those bars from moving that way when you get a lot of weight on it. And also put this guy on the side, just an extra couple of Dynabolts out here, just for an extra, again, so you don't get the movement that way. So now he's got, what is it, 8 Dynabolts in the base plate and in those legs, both sides, the top brace, and it's a 4.5 ton hoist. So that's it for the hoist video. Coming up next is the XY engine swap. Now, clearly we don't need the hoist for the XY engine swap. We've done engine swaps a million times. It's actually for some bigger projects coming up, cabs on and off, just to make it quicker. It's not always easy trying to organise spare sets of hands around rosters and weekends and families and that sort of thing. So the hoist is just going to make things quicker. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to miss laying in rocks and steel and dirt and shit and welding 3 inches from my face because you're crammed up underneath the car. I'm going to miss all that shit. But anyway, thanks for watching. Do hit the subscribe. XY's coming up and some big projects are going to be a ton of fun.